definition of an offensive driver.
Spider-Man! I'm not with these guys!
Hostage out of danger.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, me. Oh man, I forgot the words. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Is It Worth It? My name is Rox, and today I review The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox One. Please show your support by sharing and rating the video. Okay, so I saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the movie, and I also wanted to play the game because from what I remember, these games are fun. However, I haven't played every game that has been released on Spider-Man. In fact, the last title I played was Spider-Man 2, and I remember enjoying the game, swinging through the city and doing all sorts of acrobats. So I figured with this new movie out, maybe I'll jump into the newest title and have some fun again. But is it worth the $60 price tag? Well, here's my opinion.
Uncle Ben was my rock in a world.
First off, the game story does not follow the plotline of the movie. Even though there are characters from the movie here, they don't recreate the story in the game. For one thing, the biggest absence is Gwen Stacy. She's not in this at all. In fact, the story here is kind of weak for me because at the very start we are looking for Uncle Ben's killer. Why? I don't understand why Peter is still focused on finding his uncle's killer. I haven't played these other Spider titles, but to have it start with this old tired origin, my campaign just seemed like they didn't even try to come up with an original story. Now I'm going to touch on the story later, but this was an immediate letdown at the very start of the game. It was just an uninteresting beginning.
But at least
none of the actors came to voice act none of their parts, nor do any of them look like the actors from the movie. Having that said, there is nothing special about any of the voice talents here. Alongside with bad audio editing, none of the conversations sound fluid or convincing. They have these moments within the conversations where you get to ask questions or interrogate for answers like they do in the Mass Effect series, but it's worthless here because no matter what choices or decisions you make in the conversation, the outcome is the same. It doesn't add to your meter whether you are good or bad, nor does it add anything to an attitude of how the public perceives you. It's just there without a purpose. Swinging through the city can be fun, but also very awkward. It'll definitely take practice to do those beautiful acrobatics that Spider-Man does so well. He also has the special ability of using the spider senses that takes you into a first-person view, and it allows you to slow down time, allowing you to focus your next move or leap of action. During your campaign, they have these random activities that happen around the city that range from crimes to saving people who need help. The better you are at completing your objectives, the better the public perceive you as a hero. But if you fail to save them or stop crimes, you become a wanted man by a security force that will actively hunt you down and shoot you out of the sky. At first I thought it was cool doing these different activities, but then they got annoying because I had to keep my positive image at all times, and sometimes they would get in the way of me completing my main quest.
Spider-Man showed once again that no crime is too small to escape his notice.
Eventually, every activity repeats itself. The bad guys all look the same, the settings repeat themselves, and even the locations repeat themselves. Even though you are always in a different area, there are some special activities like the Russian hideouts that have special purpose because if you defeat the area, you unlock special outfits that Spider-Man gets to wear and use. and once acquired, you get to access them from your closet from Peter's room at Aunt May's house. You also get to replay missions from there if you want. The campaign holds 12 missions, so it's a pretty short game. You can beat it in 8 hours, I think. Aside from the main campaign though, you can also try to collect comic books and other items that are scattered throughout the city for XP to unlock more abilities. I didn't collect them all, but I did collect many, and what they do is that it unlocks collectible issues from the real world of Spider-Man comic books that are displayed at the comic book store that is in the game. It's at the comic book store where you also unlock your statue figures that are viewable awards. The comic book store is owned by none other than Stan Lee himself, who is the only person who lent his voice for the game, but unfortunately not even his presence raises the uninteresting experience. My biggest problem with this game is the camera angles. They are horrible and frustrating, especially during combat. You'll be constantly hitting bad guys off screen. The camera never on its own spins around to show you who you are fighting. You have to manually turn the camera to look at the action, and it's very annoying. The controls are easy enough because there are no confusing combos that you need to perform on the controller. However, the entire combat scheme is just single button smashing with the occasional bumpers to do quick pulls and continue with the single button presses for the same action over and over again. Eventually it becomes repetitive and dull. Here's another thing. There is a system to unlock special abilities, but none of them really add to change up the fighting style. It's just a power-up enhancement of the same thing. There might be some techniques that get unlocked like special webbing or swinging techniques, but no special fighting combos or executions. Just the same fighting animation repeated. Also, this game tries to use the same stealth hunting mechanics from the Batman Arkham series, but fails because their upside down crawls are sometimes disorienting, you lose equilibrium, or straight up clunky, but it's cool when it works though.
The spider! I'm a big fan of the look, but your execution? Boring. You know, real spiders liquefy their prey from the inside. You should think about it.
And you're the Carnage Killer. Why'd you do it? I get having a grudge against criminals, but
Not criminals, killers. No one knows death better. What do they see when they feel her cold arms wrap around them? What special insights do they have? There's so much to learn.
You're crazy.
And you're welcome.
For what?
Doing what you want to, but can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll show you.
The music is decent, but the story is weak and boring. Like I said, it doesn't follow the same plot as the film. In the game, Peter is searching for his uncle's killer, and it leads him to Kraven the Hunter and convinces Spider-Man to join forces and rid New York of all crime. But things get uncomfortable and suspicious for him when he finds out that it's Kingpin who is the one funding this coalition.
Say that name to me! Spider-Man. He fancies himself a hero. But he's let crime run rampant. The police are bound by the laws of probable cause. Spider-Man is not. If he hasn't stopped this scum by now, he's either incompetent or he simply doesn't care.
Alongside, some events from the film, like Max's story, take place in this world to become Electro. Also, Harry's obsession of getting some of Spider-Man's blood. Other characters from the Spider-Man world of baddies also make an appearance, like Shocker, Black Cat, and Carnage. Visually, there were some moments when the city looked nice and the sky atmosphere looked good. The citizens walking around would sometimes shout in support of Spider-Man or against him depending on his popularity meter. I mean, it's okay, and it's what I expected from the city environment, but graphically, it fails to impress while I played it on my Xbox One.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face. Just your lips.
So is The Amazing Spider-Man 2 the game worth its full retail price? Unfortunately, I say no. Wait for a major price drop. This game lacks any heart or interesting story plot. The experience feels below average, and it doesn't help that there are hardly any real rewards of satisfaction. Although I do like the different costumes, but I really only used one because without the regular outfit, it just doesn't feel like Spider-Man. This game only has one playthrough, and the different activities barely hold your attention before you just decide to swing around the city for visual amusement. But even that loses its appeal quickly. If there is an awesome Spider game out there, this one isn't it. But if you still want to get this game, pick it up at $20. I wonder what you guys think of the movie. I didn't like the movie either. I didn't like the first Amazing Spider-Man because I felt like it was too much drama and it lacked any real charm, and it didn't have that fun factor like Sam Raimi's first film. I'm not saying that Sam Raimi's trilogy is the best, but I am saying that they're the better Spider-Man movies in enjoyment. I was hoping that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 would renew my interest in this new franchise, but it didn't. I didn't like it. The story was boring, the romance was awful, I didn't like Electro nor Harry's Green Goblin look. And I like the actors though, I mean they're awesome, I really like Emma Stone, but I couldn't get into the movie. I'm not giving up on the franchise, but it's two strikes with me, and it's not looking good for me on any interest for a third one. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Alright you guys, thanks for sticking around. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get more reviews worth your time and money. And if you want to see more videos, check out my channel. And please show your support by sharing the video and hitting that like button. My name is Rox, and I'll catch up with you guys next time.
Nuff said. Nuff said.
Hello everyone, Rox here with a message that I want your support for this channel. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers by 2015, and we can do this by sharing my reviews, rants, and commentaries on every social media on the web. All you need to do is share, like, comment, and make sure to subscribe. It's free, fast, and easy. You guys, sincerely in advance, I want to say thank you for your support and encouragement to keep coming back, because you never know when I'll be putting something else up that you might like. Again, you guys, don't forget to share the video and subscribe. My name is Rox, and I'll see you guys next time.